Hey, how's it going? Hans Schoff here with Go Tiny Be Free. I'm at the Cottages of Pine Lake, and today I've got this awesome tiny home I want to share with you. You've probably seen it in one of the prior videos. It's behind me. It's this 10 by 20 Incredible Cottage by Incredible Tiny Homes, and I'm just kind of sitting here as the rain is starting to drizzle down a little bit onto the lake, and there's a crane right there hunting for fish in the lake as well, just kind of watching them. Doesn't seem to care that I'm right here talking on the video, and just having a great time. What a peaceful scene right here. I got a little tomato right here I'm going to grab. Pop that in my mouth right here real quick. Wonderful. Well, without further ado, let me show you around. So here we are at the front of the tiny house here overlooking the lake, the Cottages of Pine Lake. And in the background there, he actually has another lake on the backhand side that kind of goes up and down. You got the foothills there to the north as well. And as you can see, it's nice and in the shade here, out of the direct sunlight for most of the day. Nice little porch right here. And James is quite the craftsman. As you can see, he did most of the decorating himself. The home came just kind of white, and so he came and had the house itself painted green. And then he painted the deck himself, painted the railings himself white, put the orange door, built the window trim around the windows and all. So you can kind of tell the intricate detail and the decor and the style. It's uniquely his own, and the colors he chose himself as well. Just really neat style he's got. And I'm going to show you a little bit more on the inside here as we walk inside. Check out the window dressings in particular. A lot of detail there. So here we go up the steps. Front porch right here overlooking the water. And here we are. Look at this. Step inside. So immediately here on the left is the Incredible Cottage kitchen. You can see, again, he's custom painted these cabinets with a nice special custom blue and some gold trim. Looks really cool in here. James comes from Miami, so you can kind of see that flair and that style of his, which is really awesome. He was reluctant to share the inside of his home because it was so custom and he really prided himself on it. But I think, he's done such a good job. I've been bugging him to let people see this because it's such a masterpiece that he's created here and so unique. Like this piece right here, he custom built this light fixture. Isn't that cool? Look at that. Hanging right over his kitchen / dining room here in the tiny home. Replace that light fixture there, put in a different faucet, but you got the gooseneck sink. You got the barn style sink right here. You got an electric 2-burner cooktop right there. Countertops he stained. Some more window dressings here. And that rolled up bamboo. And then look at all this art. In fact, James is a painter, and all this art is all custom. I believe a lot of it, I don't know if all of it, but a lot of it he actually painted himself. And what better studio than to be able to paint right here from the lake, looking over the lake, the peacefulness. Tell me that wouldn't inspire some paintings and some drawings. I know James has ambitions of painting some of the cows behind us. There's this mini split unit. But as you can see, the way he's decorated this, you would have no idea this was formerly an Incredible Cottage from ITH Homes. I mean, just the way he styled it. He's got his piano in here, full-size keyboard, and can't wait to hear him jamming out on that. This was a sliding door, and he Got some hinges and took the rollers off instead and made it into a swing door for the bedroom door. A little bit of storage there on top. And the refrigerator. It's got this really cool kind of retro looking Frigidaire refrigerator. Fits perfect in the space. Water heater's up there above. And he's got a day bed back here in the main sleeping area. Place that light fixture there. Again, what a great use of space. I mean, he's got some pieces of furniture in here that you wouldn't think would fit, but he's made it work, and it works well. It looks really good. Just amazing. That neat little lamp fixture right there, made from a violin, looks like. And some curtains. More paintings that I believe he had painted these. So how neat. You can... Who thought you could put all this inside of a tiny house? It's got a TV right there as well. And if you can tell from the video, but it's pretty high off the floor, so you've got a lot of storage there underneath, probably a foot high or so storage underneath there as well. And of course the bathroom, this cool little mirror you put in here, cool little light fixture on it. Cranes that we have like in the lake, we've got white ones that look just like that. So neat, so ornate, so well thought out. This is really neat. So unique. I haven't seen any other tiny home like this here in the community. And that is what's so neat about tiny homes. You can really customize them to show who you are and what you're about, your interests, your personal desires and tastes. How neat is that? There's the kitchen, and behind this door should be it's a closet and a washer dryer. So look at that. Great use of storage space. He turned that sliding door the way it was before. You wouldn't be able to hang anything on it because it was on a sliding door. This way he's able to mount stuff on it and still close it away. You'd have no idea you had such a large closet. All-in-one washer dryer, room for the vacuum cleaner, room for an iron. I mean, he's got it all. He's got it all in here.
All right, you've heard from Hans. Now time to hear from the owner of the house. In his own words. Not his voice, however.
So many questions, Hans. I don't really like talking about myself, but I decided to downsize because all of my life with big houses and small ones, condos and such, I've always lived in my bedroom being single. I need a bathroom and some place to store food and possibly cook. Other than that, the rest of the house was never used. So after many months of watching YouTube videos, I decided to throw caution to the wind and buy one site unseen. After I made the purchase, I flew to ITH to see what was a very small, tiny house. The shock was a little much, but now that I am in it and have it to the way I want it, I feel very happy in it. And I even have a piano, not something you see much in a tiny house. I have a daybed which I use as a sofa, so I pile on the pillows to prop up on to see the TV. The bed is very high, and I keep 5 containers under it with winter clothes and junk. Little by little, as I get the house the way I want it, I will get rid of some of the junk. Only here since April and I am still working on things and changing things. I changed the sink in the bathroom for a better one from Lowe's, added the mirror, and turned an antique bowl into a lamp since the lighting is limited. I had a drapery, upholstery business for 30 years in Florida and decided it was time for me to move. I wanted to travel more and paint when I have time. Hence the amount of art in my house. Some I have collected, and some I painted myself. More to come, and someday hope to capture the red and pink sunsets we have over the lake. I moved here to be closer to friends and family, all of which are now about 6 hours of driving or less. Living in South Florida, it took 8 hours just to get out of Florida. Now I can lock the door and go whenever and wherever I want. I have also been hoarding, collecting things from travels and gifts people give me that I couldn't get rid of just because I was downsizing. One of the big things about tiny houses, pun intended, is that you really need to organize your things. I try to find every inch of space to store and hide things. I decided I didn't want the closet that comes with the house and used a piece of furniture that works better for me. The other closet, which is half washer, dryer, is enough for my things. Not a lot of reason to get dressed up anymore. I painted the walls a shocking shade of orange because I think it highlights the artwork, and to freak people out who like to live in a white world. As you can see, I am not afraid of color. I painted the kitchen cabinets and added hardware. I built the tall cabinet on the left for the oven, microwave, and to store my dishes out of the way. This also leaves me the extra small amount of counter space. I bought a smaller refrigerator so that I had a place for an ironing board and broom. In my spare time, I find small things to make like lamps out of odd things like a clarinet and violin. I don't have a lot of space, but always being creative, I have to do something to fill my retired time. And paint. It's that, or drive every day to Scottsboro or Hampton Cove and sometimes Huntsville. Still need to explore that more. I also wanted my house to have lots of detail, like the window surrounds I built in Florida and attached here, and the post holders on the porch along with the angle brackets with cut-out mountains and trees. I wanted a nicer porch than just 2 posts, so I also built the 3 sections and brought it here and built it on site. Also helps me from falling into the lake on what I imagine will be icy days this winter. I added the lattice just to give a sense of privacy. I brought a tiny little table that fits perfectly on the porch so I can sit and watch the birds and fish in the lake and the sunsets. I enjoy the fact that I have a water view from every window in the house. Never had that before, even having lived on a lake. The condo faced the wrong way. I love seeing the cows when they are here and hope to paint them someday. You really have to think about layout and size before you move into a tiny house. I don't want to have anything in a storage unit if it doesn't fit. Why have things if you have to store them? I believe in using what I have and also didn't cut cost on anything I wanted, since this may be the last place I move to. James, from the Cottages at Pine Lake.